Hello, everybody. Welcome to the CU Rec Center for the first broadcast of the second semester here at the University of Colorado Boulder, here on Scope of Sports. I'm Alex Roberts, and I'm joined by Nick Evans tonight. How you doing, Nick?
Doing all right. It's been a great new year so far, and we've had a great weekend of sports here at on campus. We actually have a basketball game going down at the event center right now, so it's been a great week, and can't wait for some hockey tonight.
Only broadcast we have this weekend. The D1 team is on the road playing Missouri State right now. They currently trail the Bears, at least the last time I checked, 4-0. After their comeback win yesterday, that was fantastic. I mean, show-stopping finish. So they're struggling in this second game. But they'll be back here next week. Those will be our first broadcast for that team. But let's focus on this team right here, the D2 team. They just finished their BMHC Classic. They played 4 games last weekend against Texas A&M, Northern Arizona, Grand Canyon, and Boise State. Only were able to beat Grand Canyon. That was in a shootout. The other 3 games they lost in regulation. They had a tough going here to start the semester. Looking to really right the ship as their season just kind of hangs in the balance here. They lose last night against Colorado State 7-4 after letting up 6 in the third. Just been a tough stretch for Colorado. If they really wanted to make a push for regionals, they really had to have more of those games here. But it doesn't get any easier. Metro State coming into this game 10-0 within the BMHC. They've clinched the number 1 seed in the regular season championship. Of course, winning the playoff is a different story. But they've clinched the top seed in the BMHC. They've got just 2 conference games left. This one here tonight, and in 2 weeks they'll play against the Denver Pioneers, who have clinched the number 2 seed in the BMHC. So Colorado now just fighting to be the 3 seed here in the BMHC.
Yeah, very unfortunate that to place. They're facing against the best opponent right now, top of the table. You're talking about Metro State right now, and this will be a wake-up call for Colorado, because everyone in that locker room knows what's at stake, and facing the top of the table, they got obviously a very tall order ahead of them. But it starts today. It starts this year. You got clean ice out there, hasn't been touched in months, well, weeks at that. So they've got an opportunity to just start that momentum and keep it going the rest of the season.
Well, they've got this game here. This is one of their 3 final home games. We've got this one, and then next week, a couple teams in the BMHC will be going out to Utah to play Weber State, Utah Valley, and Utah State. That's going to be where Colorado will be playing next week. And then in 2 weeks' time, they'll be at home to finish the regular season against Wyoming and Colorado State. Good chance to finish off the conference slate and possibly get that number 3 seed. Of course, Colorado State, with the win last night, both teams sit, I think, at 3-6 within the BMHC, so they're kind of tied for that 3rd seed. A win here tonight for Colorado would be absolutely huge.
And this is really a team that benefits from being at home, and we've seen this crowd show up, even if it's D2. It's a Saturday night at 7 o'clock, but this is a team that really benefits at home. We see some good play coming out of intermissions as of late at home. So if there's any team right now that needs to have a home stretch towards the end of the season, it'd be this Colorado Buffaloes team right now.
And the Buffs have to do a great job defensively. It's been their stronger point this season, I'd say. But they're going to be up for a huge challenge tonight with some of the biggest scorers in the BMHC. Metro State has the top goal scorer and the top the goal leader and the assist leader in Nathan Yaramillo and Tanner Calderola, respectively, both with 33 points. They both lead the conference in points as well. These 2 players have been on fire, and Tanner Calderola has 12 points in 12 of his last 13 games. He's had, I think, just only 3 games all season where he's not gotten on the score sheet. He has been lights out for Metro State, for the Roadrunners here. Another thing to mention, the current leading scorer for Colorado is Diego Patonis. He just leaped over Tanner Simpson last night with his 2 points against Colorado State. Now the only point per game scorer for this Colorado Buffaloes team. The top 6 scorers for Metro State: Yaramillo and Calderola with 33, McLeod with 24, Clift with 23, Marples 22, and Miller with 18 all have more points than Diego Patones. Nathan Yaramillo has more goals than Patones has points. So it's been a rough going offensively, and it's been a theme all season. But this is a perfect chance for them to flip the script here tonight. Metro State comes into this game 17-7 overall. 3 of those wins came in overtime. Colorado 6-14. One of those wins coming in a shootout against Grand Canyon this past week. We'll take it down to the PA real quick for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Buffaloes. Starting for Metro at left, Ethan Toscanelli. Sam Good. Left wing, Tanner Aladara. Center, TJ McLeod. Right wing, Matt Clift. And in goal, Dylan Romanov. Now for your CU Buffaloes. Starting at left wing, number 6, Diego Pitones. At center, number 15, Ahmad Sadiq. At right wing, number 23, Corey DePonio. At left D, number 17, Nikita Alexiev. At right D, number 26, Arthur Street. And in goal, number 41, Dylan Lawrence. Please rise for the national anthem.
And so there you go. Starting in net, Dylan Lawrence. He's 3-3 this season, played in just 6 games. 3-3. He'll be going up against Dylan Romanow, the starter for this Metro State team and the long starter this season. Started in the other game here in Boulder for Metro State. Caden Biaggi started the game in Westminster for the Roadrunners. Romanow is 14-7 this season. He's got all the losses for Metro State, but he's got most of their wins too. Dylan Lawrence he's been the backup this season for Colorado. And they're going to need a big performance for him tonight.
Yeah, it's, I understand that, you're on the road, you want to have your starter in net, but, this is going to prove to be, a lot bigger of a scoring challenge. As you mentioned, we've got very lethal opponents tonight. They're going to be able to do something. So it's going to be a big challenge for Lawrence, and we're just going to see how this one plays out.
It is loud here at the CU Rec Center. Buffaloes and Roadrunners underway. Chasing it down there, McLeod for Metro State as they take possession back after it was dumped into the Colorado zone off the faceoff. Lead pass up for Clift. Clift, hands off, couldn't get that one-time pass to Calderola. Now behind the Colorado net is Alexiev. Gets it away from Metro State attack, but they turn it over. able to control the puck back again. Metro State takes control once more. Centering pass just too far away from McLeod. Corey DePonio playing in his 5th home game this season, including all 4 of the BMHC Classic games. He has the puck, is worked off by Miller. Sadiq has control of the puck. Has it taken away from him by Calderola. Metro State gets some fresh skaters after the first shift concludes. So will Colorado. Fresh legs out on the ice for everyone. Stevenson has it knocked off with his stick. Lefkis dumps it in. Romanow plays it back for his defense. And Miller still has control. Lead pass up for Metro State. Here's Stevenson, and he just overskated the puck on that pass from Yaramillo. Here comes David Lefkis for Colorado. Lefkis goes one towards the net. Wraparound attempt stopped by Romanow. So the first shot of a game is a wraparound, a chance for Lefkis.
Yeah, pretty great run there. I mean, breaking out, Metro State knew exactly who to give it to, Be on the lookout for 71 all night, because he's going to be the one starting those breaks, and he'll get a lot more good looks for the one-timers right there.
Bredesen has 5 goals in his last 3 games. He shoots and missed the net. It goes into the netting. As we have the first stoppage of play, a little over 2 minutes in the game. Good start. Continuous play.
Yeah, and if that last name DePonio is familiar, that big 23 there, it should be familiar for anyone that's watched last season. That is the brother of Nick DePonio, former captain of this D2 team. So it's nice to see a relative in the game, and obviously making the first line. So doing something right.
DePonio graduated last season. He was one of 3 seniors on the squad last year, along with Joseph Van Beek and Lee Allen. Tate Doris over there for Colorado, also one of the newer skaters here in this second semester. Played on the team in each of the last 2 seasons, but playing in his first action this semester.
There's going to be an ice in there. Got a little bit of mispasses here and there for both sides, but once those start to connect, we're going to see a lot more dangerous looks, and obviously trying to set up some one-timers. These goalies have shown that they're really good against one-on-one opportunities, but post-to-post, they're a little bit slower. So it's going to be the name of the game, is just getting some good passes and cross-crease chances.
Metro State can't win the face-off. It's just dumped in by Colorado. Romanow will play it. And Barnhart's over there, knocked into the boards by Metro State. And they'll clear. Romanow leaves it for his defense to take over once more. Tafoya, too far for Siegel. And the puck is taken by Street. Alexiev now gets it to Wetschneg. Wetschneg looking for Kovney. Gets the pass, lead pass, stick down. Good play from Fowler there.
Yeah, beautiful stick work there. That was actually a saucer. That was in midair, so batting that down and getting that right along the boards. Good job to start the breakaway.
Here's Justin Siegel, poked away by Street. Wetschneg controls the puck still. I'm trying to get that through Metro State defense. It's lost, and they'll have to stop play.
Yeah, it's going to be a track meet today. We're not going to see too many power play style plays here. They're just going to try to get east to west all night, and not going to have too much time sustaining zone pressure. Just trying to get some quick looks off.
Fan on the clear attempt is Miller. Sadiq takes over, shoots one, saved by Romanow. DePonio knocked off the puck by Miller. Now another save has to be made by Romanow. Here's DePonio. In his 5 games played so far this season, as another save is made by Romanow, DePonio has 2 assists to his name so far.
Bertone is showing his quick snapshot. I mean, it was right on his tape and immediately got a shot off. That's why he's been getting some points this year.
3-on-1. Yaramillo stopped by Lawrence. First shot of the game for Metro State, and that one's in the net. Metro State takes an early lead, 1-0.
Yeah, that was good hesitation there by the captain, actually, Tristan McLeod. He took a bounce pass, and he knew it would have been a high stick because it was above the crossbar, so he let that one fall, and that one came back. So good hesitation there, and let someone else took that shot right past the tendy.
So Metro State gets the early goal and takes a 1-0 lead. Only took one real opportunity for them to find one past Lawrence. Clift trying to chase it down now. He has the puck, still has it, now shoots and scores. 2-0 Metro State. Matthew Clift does it all by himself.
On a 1-on-4 opportunity, coach was probably like, you know what? We're getting a line change going to see how much time you can sustain zone pressure. Definitely didn't expect to see a shot on goal there, considering you got 4 lying back, but able to just get a comfortable pass there. Colorado just needs to force those difficult shots, and unfortunately couldn't get it done there.
So a quick 2-0 hole for Colorado. 2 goals in under 15 seconds for Metro State. Here's Jaramillo trying to drop another opportunity. Saved by Lawrence that time around. Kind of getting some confidence back after letting in the last 2 shots. Sinicki trying to clear it. Grandhorst trying to get that one to Jaramillo. Grandhorst has the puck for the Roadrunners. Here's a shot made by Lawrence. Another shot, missed the net.
Goalie's definitely feeling pressure right now. Even in neutral zone, Colorado's starting to give it away too much here.
Stevenson taken down as he tries to throw that towards the net. Colorado just trying to clear it out of the zone now. Off the boards and out. Toronto will just keep it in the defensive half for the Buffaloes. They'll give it to Alexiev. Nikita Alexiev crosses the blue line and will dump it in. Romanow has to make a save. Barnhart trying to get that centering pass, looking for Dranch over there. Barnhart trying to pick up the puck. He's been on a bit of a scoring streak here. After scoring a point in that first game, he misses the net there just barely. But Barnhart has a point per game in the last 5. After not scoring a point since the first game, he's been on fire to start the second semester.
Yeah, and watch out for him. We've seen him tonight. Even without hearing that stat, you just know that he's coming in with a chip on his shoulder, and he definitely wants to keep that streak going.
Save made by Lawrence on Luke Flay. Interesting thing about Luke Flay here, he's got 6 goals to his name this season. He's played 20 games. 4 of those 6 goals have come against the Colorado Buffaloes, including a hat trick the last time the Roadrunners were here in Boulder.
Yeah, that was not the most exciting game to cover, but this team could definitely come a long way since then. And even with this score,
Seeley, he's a new player for this Roadrunner team, just getting started here in the second semester. Seeley, down low, they score. It is a quick 3-0 lead for Metro State now.
Yeah, breakdown in the crease there, and that goalie definitely does not feel comfortable in net right now. And even when it's in neutral zone, this Colorado defense right now just giving that puck away so quickly. And we have some dangerous goal getters right here. You've got number 11, you've got 71. They've been on a great pace so far, and when you give them so many opportunities, a score like this is going to be happening.
And so now the refs will send Koskelainen to the bench. Not exactly sure why, but they'll get a new defender out there. They'll bring Tafoya back out.
Speaking of this defense, pretty quick shift for these defensemen so far. even during sustained zone pressure, they've actually been shifting lines for the defense. So obviously not too concerned with how they're getting their pressure on the net, but some pretty quick shifts for these defenders so far in the game.
Latone sends it around the boards. DePonio allows the puck to be picked up by the Colorado defender. Here's Santos. Down low for DePonio. DePonio sends it out to the corner. Sadiq will pick it up, keep it in the zone for just a moment before it exits. And he gets leveled there by Seeley.
Hard hit there just as the whistle came.
Looked a little nasty. Seems like he's okay though.
Yeah, you got to be very careful when you're checking that close to the boards, especially at this level of conference play. They're very quick to get you on board in, so coming out of there just waiting on the line for people to get off or to get onside rather. Just needs to be a little more heads up.
Colorado's power play is pretty good this season. They're at over 50%. Then again, here in the D2, the stat keeping is not exactly the greatest. So it is only accounting for the power plays that they've counted. But Metro State's penalty kill has been good, 85%. That's good for 24th in all of D2. And remember, D2 consists of nearly 200 schools.
Yeah, in Colorado, I mean, as we kind of see here, they have no problem sustaining zone pressure, but getting into the zone has been a weak side of theirs. So starting off good momentum here is going to be getting in the zone first and keeping it.
Here's Levkis. Across the blue line. Cleared out by Metro State once again. And Colorado just struggling to get any sort of zone time right now. Here's DePonio. Corey DePonio. Lifted into the zone and off the netting, out of play. Fan will be able to pick up that puck.
Yeah, it's actually some pretty good news for Colorado. They're going to be in neutral zone. Opportunity here to win the draw and get in there. They've been actually pretty good at sustaining zone pressure on power play, but so far in this power play, we got about a minute left, but haven't had a good job getting in there to begin with.
Sent in the Metro State side of the ice. Alexiev can't keep it in there. Cleared away by Brandhorst. And they're going to have to go all the way into their defensive half to try and get some space. Here's Kovney. Across the boards, around it. Tough angle shot. Save rebound is loose, almost put home. Colorado nearly able to put one through though.
How about a spark plug as Kovney though? You saw, you got your forwards and defensemen just waiting on that line because they know he's amazing at entering the zone and dumps the puck in there. Couldn't sustain too much time, but what a spark plug Kovney's been this season. Kovney,
he's been a spark plug all year, but he's struggled recently. Has just 1 point in his last 7 games. They would love for him to get going tonight, and if he continues to make plays like that, he may just do that.
He's definitely got the he's got the sharp edges to show it. He can show that he can he can handle being outnumbered getting into the zone, but it's on his teammates to keep that pressure and get back to the blue line, give another opportunity just like right here.
Here's Kovney. Gives to Smithberger. Back to Kovney. Throws it towards the net, and the save is made by Romanow. Final 5 seconds of the power play. Alexiev with 3. Looking for Kovney up top. Penalties up. Kovney. Alexiev shoots one. Just missed the net. Alexiev down low. Trying to get that up top for Kovney. It's taken away by the Metro State defense. Kovney has to defend here, and he'll do enough.
I have to be careful there. We just I almost saw a tripping call. Just can't be too desperate.
Smithberger moves right in and just barely missed it. Another chance over there for Barnhart. Smithberger still has it. Now throws it towards the net. It's stopped there by Romanow. Man, almost the first highlight reel goal of the year for Smithberger here at home. Here's a shot. Missed the net. Toronto had a chance there.
Delayed penalty coming up.
Knapp trying to throw that on. Back to Knapp. Here's a shot. Tipped and saved by Romanow. Another stop. Up in front, the net comes off and they'll whistle it dead. But Colorado's offense has a bit of a, you said it, Coveney's will play there. It has been a spark plug for this offense here as they're going to go back to the power play.
Yeah, absolutely. And before that breakaway started, as I was getting at, this team's starting to get a little desperate to deny those fast break opportunities. This is a pretty dangerous team on the fast break in Metro State, but you can't get too desperate. You can't get bad hook-ins or tripping calls because, you're just asking for a penalty kill rather than a possible breakaway. As we get a power play coming up for the Buffaloes.
Street off the clean face-off wing. Sent it in. Petones has it. He's got Krasauskis. Krasauskis. Down for Petones. Petones switches with Krasauskis and he gives it up to Street. Arthur Street gives to Diego Petones. There's a shot and a save by Romanow. Krasauskis over there for the Buffs, trying to gain possession back for Colorado. Cleared away by Metro State. Street will go pick it up. Here's Street. Circles it back for Levkis. Petones across the blue line. Around the boards past Miller. Petones still has the puck. Looking for a pass. Gives it to DePonio. Petones still trying to have it. And it's taken away. Possible 2-on-1 for Metro State. Jaramillo up for McLeod. McLeod back to Jaramillo. Stopped by Lawrence and the net comes off.
Beautiful stick work there in the rush. That was a delayed sauce pass there. Just he knew to take his time, not rush anything too much. Got right past that defender and got a good one-timer play in, but just a little wide of the net. Metro State really hasn't been too eager to clear so far. They know what they're capable of in the fast break, and they know that clearing it, when they can just get good public like that. It's been the
Colorado has about a minute left on the power play. Second power play of the game for Colorado. Here's Alexia. Leaves it for Dranch. Coveney. Now it goes off a skate. Colorado maintains possession. Smithberger. Down for Alexiev. Alexiev behind the Metro State net. Finds Coveney up top. Shoots one long ways. Gets blocked before gets to Romanow. Smithberger is over there for the Buffs. It's sent into the netting and they'll stop play.
And Smithberger, not enough credit is given to him for just being a good general. His spacing, his ability to get those passes out, he sets the tempo of this power play. And obviously this team has faith in the way that he goes about attacking the zone, and his role in the win for these power plays has been crucial.
Smithberger is a player that I've been interested to see his development this season. He scored 20 goals last year, 9 more than any other player on this Buffaloes team. And this year he has just 4. So this is definitely the time for him to start scoring if he's going to start scoring.
Yeah, but you can see it doesn't really get to him. His spacing, his ability to enter the zone, he's certainly on it.
Nice move and a good shot. Power play is over. Lawrence makes the save. Little drop-off pass there for Stevenson. He takes that shot.
Coming up empty-handed twice here so far. These 2 power plays. Being down 0-3, what should have started with some momentum maybe had been lost with these 2 missed power play opportunities, but Colorado's the opportunity to end this second half of the period off on a good note.
Here's Brandon Hackett. Gonna get out for Westneck. Here's Knapp. Trying to get it up for Tafoya. Muscled off by Sinicki, and Jaramillo picks it up for the Roadrunners. Under 7 to go in period 1. Here's Stevenson. Trying to get that pass across. Wetschneg makes a nice play with his skate. Stevenson has it poked away by Wetschneg, and now Wetschneg racing in. Trying to move around Tafoya. Picked up by Toronto. He shoots one. Stop made by Romanow. Hackett throws one on, missed the net. Sinicki over there trying to keep possession for Colorado. He cannot. Here's Nathan Jaramillo. Moves around now. Pokes it ahead of Hackett. Jaramillo backhander. Saved by Lawrence. Siegel chasing it down for Metro State. Wetschneg over there for Colorado now. Knapp has it. Thomas snap. Clears the zone.
And that there just shows how dangerous this MSU team is on the break. You know, even when they're outnumbered, they're just able to get some really good looks. And, you know, Colorado's starting to get nervous when that kind of thing happens. And obviously the score being that way, we've seen a couple really good fast break looks. So.
Siegel over there for Metro State. Trying to take control for the Roadrunners as they scrum away at it. Sadiq comes away for Colorado. Wrestled down by a Metro State defender. Here's a shot wrong ways. Miller was going to miss the net anyways. 5.5 to go in the first period. Colorado takes it away. Here's Santos. Santos, saucer pass, has Batones. Stop made by Romanow. Rebound is loose. Another save by Romanow on his side.
Double pad stack, the most reliable play, at least when I played as a goalie. And unfortunately, not enough lift there. He collapsed the net. You know, he got 2 pads up in the air, and there wasn't enough lift to get that one right above the goalie.
So now under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Metro State had a spree of 3 goals in about 2 minutes. Has propelled them to this 3-0 lead. Calderola leaves it. Clift was looking for his second goal of the period. Puck's taken away by the Colorado defense. Street trying to send that across for Smithberger. It's taken away by Metro State. Clift shoots it. Glove save by Lawrence.
Chaotic event, series of events there, to say the least. But you know, how about that Colorado defense? You know, the transition. These are very clearly two-way defensemen that we're seeing here. You know, really good in the transition, and combine that with a very dangerous breakaway team in MSU. You know, they're very lucky that they have as mobile as defensemen to not have the score be a lot higher than it is right now.
Levkis trying clear for Colorado. He's got it again. And the Bucks defense will just that goes off with a stick, the skate of Street. And Smithberger will just send it back around the boards. Alexiev gives to Levkis, popped up in the air, down and out of the Colorado side. Krasauskis dumps it into the Metro State half with under 4 to go in the first. Levkis, tap pass for Krasauskis, back to Levkis. Smithberger stopped and robbed by Romanow. 3 opportunities there. Romanow on his front side makes the stop.
I mean, yeah, what a beautiful series from him so far. I mean, you know, his crease is starting to be collapsed a couple times, but you know, for the Colorado side at least, they're finally starting to get in there and attack the crease really well. That was you know, we saw that as a weakness kind of for Colorado, where they had to be, you know, they had to be forced to take these longer shots from the slot for the point, just because they really just can't attack this crease very well. So if Colorado can, you know, keep attacking the crease the way that they just were, you know, even though this goalie, you know, he stands tall in the midst of it, they'll get one going if they can keep bullying that crease, make sure that those MSU defensemen can't get there.
Not exactly sure why the hold appears. Was a timeout called?
I mean,
it seemed early.
Yeah, to have the tenders come back seems to have been a timeout, but
couldn't tell who called it. It probably was Colorado, maybe.
Yeah,
I missed the signal.
Yeah, talk about momentum starting to build up for Colorado. I mean,
they're getting their chances offensively here, but just there's a couple chances that they've had that has been just denied by Dylan Romanow.
Yeah, and what a performance he's been having so far. And, you know, Colorado, good on them for getting those looks, and, you know, even better on Romanow for just stopping them. Whatever momentum Colorado's starting to build, he's been the roadblock in them getting to there.
And so just under 4 minutes to go. Buffs would love to get one here before the end of the first.
Yeah, not even a goal, just any good look like they've been getting. You know, you've got another 40 minutes of play after this, so, you know, any kind of momentum generation, especially against a team this good, it's going to send a statement heading into that locker room.
Cliff still has it. Leaves it for Calderola. Sends it down behind the net, looking for McLeod there. And taken away by Colorado. Krasauskis laid out by Calderola, and it's a bit of a domino effect as Street takes a tumble too. Cliff just lobs it in. Alexiev around for Smithberger. Has it in the corner. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Muscled off by McLeod, picked up by Levkis. David Levkis hands it off for Smithberger. He makes a nice move. Smithberger into the Metro State side. Leaves it for Alexiev. A little touch pass for Smithberger over there. Gets it up top for Levkis. Throws one on, saved by Romanow. Knapp keeps it in for Colorado. Krasauskis in the corner. Battling for the puck. Levkis joins the fray for Colorado and steals the puck away. Brandon Hackett fresh off the bench, and he's called offsides. Could not keep it in.
Yeah, lucky that was called because I was going to have my objections to that one. That, unfortunately, I wasn't on the receiver. That was more of just a pretty wide pass getting back there to the blue line, but good neutral zone draw, and it's just what Colorado needed to get right back in there.
Tie up off the face-off, and Dranch sends it in. Miller has it poked away by Kovney. If he got a stick on that, Dranch was in the slot waiting for it. Taken away by Metro State now. Here's Seeley up for Flay. Luke Flay back for Seeley. The pass is deterred away from him, and Colorado takes control. Here's Dranch. Sends it in behind the Metro State net. It's Miller. Now Flay, laid out by Knapp, but it's picked up by Metro State anyways. Gamble leaves it for Seeley. Buck just sits there. And now here come the Buffs. It's Goki just sending it around the boards. About a minute and a half to go in the first. Santos to apply a little pressure, trying to keep it in the attacking zone. Sinicki with that physical play. Can't do too much. Here's Tate Doris. Kicked off the skate of Barnhart and now sent back down. Lawrence, a little tap play there. Jackson Brandhorst slips. Puck picked up by the Colorado defense. Trying to spring a player loose. Big hit along the scores table. About a minute to go in the first period. Breakaway opportunity coming for Nathan Yaramillo. Yaramillo, tough angle pass. Stopped by Lawrence. Great play. Now here's Santos in the neutral zone. Yaramillo stops, gives it to Siegel off his stick. Siegel trying to throw it towards the net. It hits the netting and they'll stop play.
Yeah, great response from Lawrence right there. I mean, post to post hasn't been his strongest part of his game, but right there we just saw a cross-ice pass, read it beautifully, and stopped that defender, and obviously keeping the Buffaloes in this one right now.
Just under 42 seconds to go in the first period. I think we're going to have Calderola now heading to the locker room. Oh, no, they're letting the trainer in so they can get to the Metro State bench.
Yeah, the trainer was on the Colorado side, but
I did notice that.
Yeah, making the cross-ice walk is not very pleasant with all that equipment. So,
looking like they're checking out someone on the Metro State bench. Face-off control by the Roadrunners. That shot whistles wide. Shot blocked. And now here comes Colorado the other way. Batones, it's a little too far for him, but still picked up by Sadiq. Sadiq, a little dangle, and sends it into the zone. DePonio over there for the Buffs. Bucks loose, picked up by Batones, throws it towards the net. Saves made by Romanow. Here's DePonio, right in front looking for Batones. Sadiq, little touch pass, can't find anyone. Metro State takes it away. Calderola sends it off the corner. Clipped, backhander pass, off the crossbar for McLeod. And the final second of the period.
Talk about a last second hit, 1 second to go. One last collision along the bench, but that crossbar just saved saved Lawrence right there, but not much you can do right there. Really good awareness right there. Had a dump pass to next forward ready to take it, took her shot. Went off the crossbar, but that got some good momentum going. Even more for SMU or MSU, who even with that 3-goal lead, they're looking for more.
Yeah, they're hungry for more. And this game picked up real quick in the back half of that period.
Yeah, if you think it's physical, it is going to get a lot more physical. And, both teams have a lot at stake right now. Obviously, Colorado, they want to get a statement win. This is the top of the table team we're talking about. They want to make whatever push they can to start the year off right. But, at the same time, MSU, they're looking to, they want to show that there's no, they're not easing off the accelerator. They know exactly what they want, and they know what Colorado wants. So any opportunity to match that intensity that they're going to bring, they're obviously any body check they match or any body check they get, they're going to match.
So at the end of the first period, it's 3-0 Metro State. It was a rough start, but Colorado seemed to play much more even with Metro State in the back half of that period. You just start to wonder if, those couple of fluky plays like that 1-on-4 doesn't go in. This game is completely different going into the second.
And that was the second goal of the game. This game could have been 1-0, without those bad breakaways. But that transition defense, these are very, very mobile, well-rounded defensemen in terms of mobility. So
I'd say they made some good adjustments to get to playing and competitive with Metro State. They had some really good chances throughout that first period, but they couldn't lift the puck past a outsprawled Dylan Romanow, and now they find themselves in a 3-goal hole again against Metro State. They were down 4-1 in the third period of their game a couple months ago. They scored twice to make it 4-3, but let an empty netter to ultimately lose that one 5-3. So they're hoping that their fortune changes, but Dylan Lawrence really improved as the period went on. Of course, got a little lucky with that shot hitting the crossbar in the final second, but I say that they've got a pretty good look here going into the second period.
Yeah, the defenseman and goalie definitely holding it down. It's really going to fall on these forwards because, we have really good puck-moving defensemen. We've got very good spark plugs to start all these big plays, but at the end of the day, it's on the forwards to capitalize on them. And sustaining zone pressure has been the Colorado Buffaloes' strong suit so far in this matchup. But as we've seen all season, it's been the finishing. It's been attacking the crease. And, the goalie's going to make some robbery plays, but it's on you to get right back on it and sustain that pressure. But that'll be what does it. It's not going to come from these long slap shots because right now that goalie is on it.
And so at the end of the first period, the Metro State Roadrunners lead the Colorado Buffaloes 3-0. We'll be back for the second period. Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for period 2 between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Metro State Roadrunners. Current score 3-0 Metro State. Takeaways from that first period, Nick.
Very confident so far from Metro State. They know what they've got, and they've been exploiting every single part of it. You know, for Colorado, every single time at neutral ice, whenever anyone on MSU got possession, that goalie I know was terrified. I would have been. But at the meantime, you know, we've had line changes in sustained zone pressure for Colorado from MSU. So while Colorado's in the zone, they're getting line changes out there. That just shows how much confidence that MSU has right now in the momentum they've got. So I would even call that complacency. So Colorado has a perfect chance to take advantage of that complacency, and if you're MSU, you have no reason to even worry. So 3-0 is the score, and hopefully Colorado can get that going. They actually had a pretty good end to that period.
So start of the second period from the Rec Center. 3-0 Metro State. Sent off the boards from Colorado. Corey DePonio chasing down the Metro State defender.
And what a game he's been having.
Yeah, Corey DePonio he's making his presence known here today. Clift, little lift pass. Looking for Calderola, he picks it up. Alexiev can't get it away from Calderola. Saucer pass, looking for McLeod, he can't get the wraparound chance. Calderola picks it up though. Calderola shoots one, save made by Lawrence. Calderola pivots, he trips behind the net. And the Buffs, Petones clears it away. Possible 2-on-1. Petones trying to get that pass to DePonio. Stop made by Romanow. DePonio looking for his first goal with the Buffs.
And good hesitation
Just
there.
that close.
Good hesitation. He stopped and made sure he got just the right shot on net, but unfortunately, even the best look he could have gotten there, it wasn't enough to get it past the goalie.
And there's been a couple opportunities that Colorado's really had. If they don't play Romanow, I mean, this is a completely different game right now. Colorado has been shut out by Romanow, and Romanow is really the reason why there's still a 0 on the scoreboard for Colorado.
Yeah, defensemen not doing too much to defend their own crease, and we've seen 2 or 3 really good looks from the Buffaloes exploiting exactly that. But unfortunately, Romanow, good for him, has been doing a really good job at just making sure that he himself is last line of defense for that crease.
A couple players slipping down for Metro State in the first couple minutes here. Slippery ice being a theme here, but not anymore. Nathan Yaramillo, some nice moves. Up and over Lawrence, but missed the net.
Almost a rainbow goal there. Very high arc shot on net.
Backhander pass for Toronto. Toronto trying to get that towards Wetschneg, and Metro State's defense was not having any of that. Gamble across the blue line. Gamble can't get it past Brandon Hackett. Wetschneg up for Levkis and taken away by Ingersoll. Ingersoll for Metro State gives to Luke Flay. He misses the puck, and Tate Doris will send it in for the Buffaloes. Here comes Flay into the Colorado zone. Flay drops it off, missed his intended target, and Gamble. Now the other way is Levkis. Levkis boxed off by Ingersoll. Levkis gives to Doris. That goes off the stick of Levkis. Diving play to try and keep up, and he prevents a breakaway there for Luke Flay.
Yeah, Colorado's got to clear that zone. They didn't want to be caught off sides, but obviously MSU has been dangerous so far in neutral ice.
Smithberger tries to send it down, and that'll just stop play. It looks like a penalty coming up against the Buffaloes.
Not sure how long the ref actually had his arm up there, but first penalty of the night coming up for Colorado, and you know, as dangerous as they've been on even strength, it's going to be interesting to see how dangerous MSU is getting an offensive zone draw on the 5-on-4.
Well, Metro State's power play has been pretty accurately tracked, I would say. They have a 30%, which is good for 87th in all of D2. Now, granted, the stats there for power plays are skewed in the D2 area, and it also makes Colorado's penalty kill look much, much worse, sitting at just 36%. They've killed just a couple, down at 144 in all of D2.
Yeah, kind of an anomaly because isolating has been kind of a strong suit for Colorado.
Save made by Lawrence.
And that is exactly why this MSU team is so dangerous. They can make looks out of anything. Even turned around, they make good drop passes. Wherever they are on the ice, no matter how uncomfortable they look making a shot, they can make very good shots on net.
Metro State wins the faceoff. Miller has his shot blocked by Stevenson and then exits the zone. That one looked kind of a bit painful.
You could hear that one. I
Yeah.
wasn't even looking exactly at the player, but I heard that shin get hit.
Pitone's possible shorthanded chance. Sadiq, a little tap pass, and sends it around the boards to kill some time. Here's Miller. Flay off his stick, cleared away by Colorado once more. Yarmio trying to get it away from Pitones. Dranch will send it in, and Colorado's penalty kill coming up big here after the block shot. Here's Miller trying to start another attack for the Roadrunners. Miller moves in, and his shot missed the net. Stevenson over there for Metro State. Toronto plays good defense, and Alexia fans on the pass, picked up by Metro State. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Calderola with Yarmio, the two leading scorers in the BMHC, entering tonight. Miller shoots one, and I think that maybe he hit a little bit of iron, but missed the net.
I
15
think
seconds.
I think it hit someone's stick right there.
Calderola, or Yarmio, excuse me, has it taken away. Moving in now, Street trying to get over there. Toronto to chase it down. The Buffs will kill the penalty. Toronto over there, Dranch scores! The Buffaloes are on the board. Saul Dranch with the goal. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be a shorthanded goal or not, but it's a goal nonetheless. They finally are able to beat Dylan Romanow.
And what a beautiful goal that was. Really, really good awareness there in the breakaway. You know, as you just said, we don't know if it was shorthanded or not, but coming in that transition, it actually looks like that defenseman for MSU got he went too far on the inside and didn't deny that passing opportunity. In Colorado, there's not many times they're not going to take advantage of it, so easy shot off the pass, and that one got right past.
Cliff trying to run in for Metro State. Here's Calderola. A nice move there from Bredesen. He's knocked off the puck. Hackett leaves it. Now here's Levkis. Knocked in the boards by Bredesen. Romanow trying to play it. Gets it away from Smithberger. Levkis over there for the Buffs. Hackett keeps it in the Metro State zone. Levkis leaves it for Smithberger. Puck loose in the slot. No one's there for Colorado. Here comes Calderola the other way. Tanner Calderola around Hackett. Calderola scores. Coast to coast. Tanner Calderola extends his point streak to 5 in a row and 13 of his last 14.
Yeah, we said he'd be dangerous, and you know, if there's any player to look out for, even now that he's gotten his streak extension, still look out for him because, you know, as we just saw, his ability to just finish those plays off, not necessarily start them, but just finish them off, has been unmatched so far in this game.
So Metro State responds and gets the 3-goal lead right back. Here's a shot that gets blocked. Sadiq sends it in, saved by Romanow. He'll cover. Buffs racing in to force Romanow to put his glove on top of the puck there.
And it's a shame that goal happened when it did, because I was waiting to say that Colorado's defense was finally starting to figure it out, because, you know, this MSU team has shown that you can't just deny passing lanes. You know, you can't just get in the crease and force uncomfortable shots. You need to get bodies in there. You know, you got to get your stick in there or your body, get some good checks in, and
Shot from Petones just over the net. Santos slips but is able to keep it in the zone. Flay. That's Fleck. Knocked off the puck. Here's Sadiq. Couldn't find anyone. DePonio was behind him. That goes off the boards. It goes right there for DePonio. And Metro State's defense does a good job to prevent the fluky little play there. Santos, a nice couple moves, keeps it in the neutral zone. Santos into the blue zone, over the blue line. Drops it off for Petones. It goes off his stick. And then Colorado trying to just grab possession again. Fleck will clear for the Roadrunners. Sadiq. Too far for Santos. Now here's Fleck behind the buff net. Run into by Santos as they both fall down to the ice. Bouncing puck kept in by Koskelainen. Sends it around the boards though. Kept in by Seeley. Seeley, a spinorama move, loses control of the puck. Metro State keeps it in the zone. Gamble. Off the skate of Flay, and Gamble picks it up again. Gamble takes a tumble, cleared away by Corey DePonio. Ethan Koskelainen leaves for Sam Miller. Koskelainen, lead pass, up for Flay, too far for Seeley and Gamble, but Seeley trying to get that in, and Lawrence is able to keep that one out.
I'm very impressed by that. Good on Lawrence. That 5-hole right there. I mean, been a bit of a weaker spot for Lawrence we've seen this year, at least for the home game. So, he knew exactly what to cover. He knew he was going right there for the 5-hole, and he actually covered it. So good on Lawrence.
Alexiev, and now that is into the boards off the stick of a Metro State player. Alexiev was trying to clear the puck there. They'll have a neutral zone face-off here.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating for Colorado because they knew they had a momentum change right there. Looks like MSU got caught in a line change. That's why they were on the boards like that. But fortunately for MSU, there was a stoppage right there.
Goki trying to take control of the puck off the face-off, and he does. Josh Goki. Tough angle. Able to pick it up, trying to find a pass. Puck squirts free, can't be taken away by Colorado. Now a 2-on-1. Yaramio shoots it, saved by Lawrence. Wetschneg having to try and chase that one down. Armando Fowler to grab it for Metro State. Brandhorst moves in, tried to throw it on. Lawrence has to make a save, and another one. Now a little chip pass. Oh, Wetschneg just leveled there by Hall. He didn't have to do anything. Bredesen throws it on net, saved by Lawrence.
Just missed an interference call, but as we said, it's going to get a lot more physical heading into this.
Here comes Wetschneg. Now the other way. Wetschneg fans on the shot. So now here's Clift. Dumps it in. Clift chasing it down. Both him and Alexia fall down to the ice. Taken by Dranch. Trying to clear it out for Colorado. Buffalo's just trying to get it out of the zone. McLeod finds Clift. Saved by Lawrence.
A great period for Lawrence so far. I mean, of course, got one goal past him, but compared to the first period, he's starting to figure out what exactly MSU is trying to go for, and he plays really far out of the crease, and so far that's been working.
10:18 left in the second period as we approach the halfway point of this contest. Metro State with a 3-goal lead. Nice little pass from Toronto, and now Kovney going to pick it up. He fans on it, leaves it now for Santos. Dranch off the boards, trying to get that past Hall. Dranch chasing it down. Bredesen trying to get it around for a teammate. Hackett keeps it in the offensive zone for Colorado. Kovney, tap pass for Dranch, trying to get that back to Kovney. Kovney over there, trying to get it towards Dranch now. Puck is loose. Back to Hackett. Shoots one, saved by Romanow. Kovney, back to Hackett again. Hackett. Shot gets blocked.
before it gets to Romanow. Calderola will clear for Metro State. Here's Clift. He's worked off the puck by Hackett. Clift run into by Coveney. He loses his stick. Hackett clears it out. And it's slow enough to prevent icing. Calderola off his stick. It'll go down towards Lawrence. He'll play it out. Here's Sam Miller for Metro State. 9 minutes to go in the second period. 4-1 Metro State. Calderola across the blue line. Calderola stopped by Lawrence on the glove stop.
Yeah, I mean, I said good on Lawrence so far, and we're starting to see a little bit of a strategy develop from Colorado here. I mean, we've got some good defensemen that have been able to just get that shot on goal, and the amount of bodies that we've seen in front so far and that crease battle going on, Colorado's just hoping that one of them will get past the goalie's eyes.
Levkis tripped up, can chase it down. Pressured there by Fleck. Now Colorado trying to draw up an attack. Too far for Krasauskis. He'll chase it down. Smithberger trying to keep it in. Gets past Doris. Tate Doris. Pivots. It's a little touch pass behind him for Thomas Knapp. David Levkis up for Krasauskis. Levkis trying to find Krasauskis as he's being boxed off by the defender. Smithberger trying to work the puck back in Colorado's possession. Here's Fleck. Stuck in the neutral zone after that hit the official. That's going to go all the way down and hit the netting. They'll stop play.
Yeah, these boards in neutral ice right now is a war zone. We're seeing teams exchange hits back and forth, and as you just mentioned, that was a pretty big hit there to start the what could have been a start for Colorado if not for the at the net. But we're going to see that battle on the boards all night.
Face off at center ice. Big hit from Seeley. Stuck in the Colorado zone. Seeley does pick it up for the Roadrunners. Pivots around Sadiq. Seeley, nice pass. Could not finish. Flay just couldn't make the play. And now here comes a 2-on-1. Pitones, DePonio missed the net. Saved by Romanow. DePonio, another clean look. Just couldn't find it past Romanow.
Yeah, he held on to the circle button too long there. He had way too much elevation on that puck, but those are the kind of mistakes that you remember next time you're taking a shot like that. So, he knows what he needs next time he gets in that one-timer. And as we've seen DePonio play tonight, we know he'll get right back to it.
Look at his chances. Not one to get discouraged as Metro State takes control off the faceoff. Bredesen trying to work his way around Alexiev. He'll back off and let the attackers go. Now Bredesen will chase down the puck as it exits the Metro State zone. Corey DePonio over there for Colorado continuing that pressure and that just grit that he's had all game long. Street into the Metro State zone. It gets by Bredesen. DePonio once again trying to work his way in possession of the puck. Bredesen lobs it out of his own zone. Yaramillo trying to turn around and get control of the puck. Couldn't do so. Sadiq chased by Brandhorst. Brandhorst able to knock it away. Save made by Lawrence. Puck is still loose in the slot. Metro State picks it up. Shot is blocked. Back the other way. That goes off to Ponyo. A little slow on that counterattack. He's headed to the bench. Sadiq, a nice move. Sadiq trying to get possession for Colorado. Yaramillo can't grab the puck for Metro State. Street. Lead pass for Wetchneg. He missed it. And now here comes Bredesen. He's got Calderola. Bredesen missed it. Now here is McLeod. He misses the puck. Wetchneg the other way. Emmanuel Wetchneg trying to make a move. And it's stripped away from him. Clift, lead pass to McLeod. He's going to have a clean look. McLeod, slap shot, off the post, rebound, stopped by Lawrence, still loose, and it's cleared away. Miller's shot is stopped by Lawrence.
Desperation mode for Metro State, and they cannot capitalize. Dylan Lawrence making a couple really nice saves on that sequence.
And how about the post making a save there? That one went well with the post, maybe went in first, but
Hey, he was right there to make the save on Caldoro. Seconds later, it was a pop free.
very dangerous rebound opportunity. But if I'm him, I'm thanking that post because that right there just saved it. And MSU has been getting a lot of really good chances, especially off the rebound. So Lawrence wasn't discouraged by it, got right back to it, and just keeping the score the way it is right now.
5:38 to go in the second period. Metro State leads Colorado 4-1 in the second period. Their final meeting this season. Siegel, slap shot, missed the net. Fleck, gonna get that back for Koskelainen. Colorado takes control. Kovney throws one on. Romanow with the quick glove, and an offensive zone faceoff coming up for Colorado.
And the defenseman showing that he is a very two-way player. Really good at passing, but his biggest strength is just starting these opportunities, dumping it in the zone, getting shots on, and offensive zone draw here coming up for the Buffaloes started in thanks to Kovney.
Face-off goes back to Hackett. He'll send it down below behind the Metro State net. Dranch finds Toronto point blank, and Romanow makes the save. Toronto trying to pick it up again. Nice pass, and Dranch couldn't get a clean shot. He would have looked for his second goal of the game. Under 5 to go in period 2. Buffs down 3. Here's Kovney, lead pass, finds Dranch. He'll just send it around the boards. Koskelainen will pick it up for Metro State. Lead pass finds Flay. Flay around Toronto. Trying to get that centering pass, and it misses the net. Cliff's shot, not the shot he was really looking for there. Toronto trying to make a stick to keep it in Colorado's possession. But now Krasauskis trying to take it away. Here's Gamble. Gamble shoots one, and the glove save is made by Dylan Lawrence.
Yeah, it's been a tale of two goaltenders so far. And as far out that Lawrence plays, as you just saw, he's able to get those longer shots off. On the other end, you got Romanow, who plays very deep in his own net. And as we just saw, Toronto just got stopped there. Those point-blank shots has been really, really well at responding to him. So it's been nice to see two different kinds of goalies, kind of flourish in their own domain.
Fowler's shot blocked initially. He gets it back. And now Knapp takes over for the Buffs. Hands off to Tate Doris. Has his pass picked off. And Yaramillo trying to make a move around Doris. Here's Levkis. Trying to work through 3 Metro State defenders. Trying to transition into attackers there. Now Krasauskis for Colorado. Marius Krasauskis behind the Metro State net. Circles the net. Trying to get that pass across for Doris. Krasauskis over there in the neutral zone. Smithberger into the Metro State zone. Worked off the puck by Fowler. Gets a pass to Levkis. He can't get a shot. It just sits there for Yaramillo to pick up. Nathan Yaramillo across the blue line. Yaramillo knocked off the puck. Good stick by Doris. Here's Levkis. The other way. Very north-south right now. Stevenson going up for Calderola. And missed it. Alexiev takes over. Calderola loses a stick trying to work the puck off of the stick of Arthur Street. Here's Smithberger. Just doing a little dumping attempt now. They got to catch up. Calderola is going to have another opportunity. Tanner Calderola scores. His second of the period. It is 5-1 Metro State.
Well, not too much to that one. That was just a really good backhand right there. I believe that was 2 Colorado defensemen that tried. He got one of them having the stick down, but when you're able to get elevation the way that he can, you just lift that puck a little bit more. Got right past the glove high side for.
And you can see the speed. He kind of was able to work around those 2 Colorado defenders as they got a little slow starting on that push.
And You know, putting the stick down doesn't mean too much, but he can just lift that puck.
Hackett shot stopped by Romanow. Hackett keeps it in the Metro State zone, trying to keep it down. And now here comes Bredesen the other way. He's a 3-on-1. Bredesen drops off Calderola pass to Clift. He scores.
Yeah.
6-1 Metro State.
These defensemen just don't know who to cover, and honestly, there's no one you really can that's going to stop that scoring right there. 3 opportunities, you can only cover one as a defenseman. So.
And so a goaltender change coming up for Colorado. Bobby Siegel entering the game after Lawrence lets up another spree of goals in a couple of chances. Metro State leads by 5. Doris knocked off the puck there. Goki sending it in around the boards. Bredesen trying to clear it for the Roadrunners. And Knapp going to send it back for a friendly white jersey. Bredesen around the boards. Under 2 to go in the second period. Here is Thomas Knapp. Trying to clear it out. Hall finds Fleck. Fleck muscled off the puck, but able to maintain control and chase it down. Puck still loose. Down below the goal line in the corner. Fight for it. Siegel and Knapp both fell to the ice. They're now both back on their feet. Metro State looking for that pass, centering pass, couldn't get it. Here's Wetchneg. Around the defender, Wetchneg, wrap around. Stopped by Romanow. Trying to shovel that back. Here's Street with a blast and a save made. Goki trying to fire that towards the net. And it's cleared away by Metro State. This will be icing. With 51 seconds to go in the second period, it's looking a little out of reach here for Colorado, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is very hard not to be discouraged by that score right there for Colorado, but first start to the season, and regardless, you still got 20 minutes left in this game, and who knows how many more minutes in the rest of the season, so got to keep your head up.
Dranch off his stick, going towards Coveney. Coveney right in front, they score! Trace Toronto with the goal. The lead's cut down to 4.
And how much of a relief would that have been for Toronto? I mean, we counted 2, I think 3 one-timer opportunities that got stuffed by him, so finally able to get that quick release off the pass, and you know, not many times you're going to get a really good look like that and not score. So I know Toronto was really breathing a sigh of relief that he got that one to go through.
That's how they've scored on those tap-in plays. Coveney trying to drop another opportunity for Colorado here. Toronto trips. 20 seconds left in the period. Coveney trying to find Dranch over there, taken away by Metro State. That's Toronto's 6th goal of the year. He scored against Metro State the last time these two met up to make it 4-1, or 3-1 in that contest. Dumped in by Colorado, 3 seconds to go. They'll let this one run out, and that'll do it for period 2. The Metro State Roadrunners have a commanding 4-goal lead going to the third period. They lead 6-2 after scoring another 3 goals in this second period.
But both coaches have to be happy right now. I mean, MSU, there's so much to be happy about, but how about them not letting off the pedal? But for Colorado, just not getting too discouraged. You know, as I said, you need to keep your head up. You know, there's never a lost game. It's never an excuse to, you know, let off because you're having a bad night. So even without Toronto's goal, I mean, they've kept that intensity. They kept playing physical, and coach doesn't want to see those goals or big opportunities. He just wants to see that you can play a whole 60 minutes, win or lose.
And when you look at the shot counters in this game, Metro State is 27, Colorado's 25. Colorado's had their fair share of opportunities. It's been a nice change of pace. They've struggled offensively for the majority of the season, but they look rejuvenated offensively. They've gotten a number of fantastic chances. Dylan Romanow is just getting the better of this team right now, and is really what's got Metro State up this big.
Yeah, I mean, win or lose, this game has been very exciting. No matter what you can take away from this game, a lot happening regardless of the outcome. And if you're Lawrence, I can tell where his headspace is right now. I've been pulled a couple times. I was looking at him on the bench, and he wasn't looking at the game anymore. He was just looking down at the ice. I know what kind of position you're in, and I wouldn't feel discouraged from him. Like that last goal, I wouldn't have pulled him on. You got 3 attackers to 1 defenseman. No matter what you cover, there's always another attacker to put that one in. So, it's hard not to be discouraged letting in 6 goals, but not the best performance in front of him. And I'd say 2 or 3 definitely on him, and he knows what he needs to address to get that going. But at the end of the day, there's only so much your defenseman can do to help you, and I'd say 3 of those goals really weren't on him entirely.
Well, it's a tough one here. Through 40 minutes, Metro State leads Colorado 6-2. With just 20 minutes left, Colorado's got to dig deep and really do what they did on those 2 goals. Those were tap-in goals for Dranch and Toronto. If they can, that's the only way they've been able to beat Romanow. I think finding a way to beat Romanow in other ways, and trying to find maybe on one of those breakaway 2-on-1 type plays, trying to pick a corner and get it past Romanow, I think that'll be the key to try and claw their way back in this game, because they're not going to be able to find 4 tap-in goals, you'd assume.
Yeah, they just need to play complementary. For as much as the weaknesses and strengths that we point out for this team, they're not really playing too well, at least not in relation to each other. We've got defensemen who can move 2 ways and start plays, dumping the puck. We've got really good cycling attackers, but they haven't really been getting to what they've been playing best in their strengths to each other. So when we see goals like that with Toronto, where we have these, crease pushers and good looks on net, that comes from when they figure it out. And when you have the defenseman on the other end of it, the defenseman that play 2 ways, but then a goalie that plays really far up his own crease, once you establish that complementary play and know how your chemistry best fits with each other, then you're starting to get that, those 2 goals and what could have been more if they start to recognize that.
Well, we'll be back in about 13 minutes for period number 3, 6-2 Metro State at the end of the second period over the Buffaloes here on Scope of Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for the third period between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Metro State Roadrunners. Current score 6-2 Metro State. And what has propelled them to this lead here, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a little bit of both. You know, Colorado hasn't really figured out what exactly MSU is attacking from. You know, but at the same time, MSU just knows what they've got, and they exploit it every time they can. And you know, the biggest thing I noticed, Colorado really tries to force uncomfortable looks, or you know, try to get, you know, what they call like low percentage shots, you know, using their stick or whatever. You can't with this MSU team. You know, there's no such thing as uncomfortable looks. They know how to drop pass just to the right person. You know, we've seen bank passes, and we've seen, you know, passes along the boards to the slot like it's an NHL player. You know, this team plays their strengths, you know, better than any D2 team I've seen so far. And you see that, you know, Colorado hasn't figured out you can't just get to this low percentage stuff. You need to play the person, not the puck. You know, you need to get your stick in there, not denying a passing lane, you know. You need to be body checking and stuff like that, covering that crease, because, you know, MSU has shown that those 6 goals, there's no such thing as low percentage shots for them.
Now, they're down 4 coming into this period. What do they need to do to try and make a furious comeback?
Play complimentary. You know, and we've seen this team. We know they're capable. But all I'm really seeing right now is a loose, I don't know, like a loose group of players. It's just a loose group of players where, you know, every player has a good strength that they're really good at, you know. Someone that they know what their strengths is and things like that. Just know what your line mates are good at, what your defensive pair is good at, and know how your goalie plays. Once you find out how to play complementary, not only do you stop plays, you generate them as well.
Well, they've got a lot of work to do. They got to put 4 past Dylan Romanow in the next 19 and a half minutes. The ref tries to work on getting the net back in on the Metro State side of things, so it seems like he's figured it out, which is good so that they don't have to stop play. Here's Clift. Gives it back to Bredesen. Up, looking for Calderola, sticked away by Avi Siegel, who came in after that 6th goal. That's the first play he's had to make tonight. Pitones dumps it into the zone. Picked up there by Metro State. And dumped all the way down. Siegel will play it. Right to Brandhorst. That goes and missed the net. Here's Krasauskis. He has Smithberger. Krasauskis was looking for a pass and just missed the puck. Krasauskis trying to keep it in. He'll just send it out to regroup. Tate Doris will pick this up for Colorado. Back for Hackett. Hackett around his back. Back for Doris. Off the boards, finds Krasauskis. Worked off the puck by Bredesen, but it's picked up by Levkis. Levkis still guarded there by Ingersoll. Now Jaramillo trying to work the puck away from the Colorado Buffaloes. Krasauskis joins the fray for Colorado. Poked out, and Jaramillo trying to tap it to himself. Smithberger looking down for Levkis. Ingersoll will grab it and give it to Bredesen. Here's Jaramillo. Nice move. Jaramillo holds, waits. Jaramillo shoots one high. It gets knocked into the netting after it deflects off a stick.
Yeah, and to your point there, you know, a couple minutes ago, it really is good that there wasn't a stoppage, because so far we've seen MSU come really strong off the faceoffs. Even when they lose them, they know how to contain, make sure they get that puck back, even when it's in their own zone.
Speaking of which, Metro State wins this faceoff in the offensive zone. Hackett trying to clear it out. Kept in. Siegel has to make his first save of the game. Flay waits. Trying to drop that off for Stevenson, and it will be cleared by Colorado. Sam Miller will grab it for Metro State. Send it up to Stevenson, poked away there by Dranch. Trying to get that pass to Coveney. And a nice little dish to Gamble. His shot deflected off the skate of Hackett. Hackett keeps that one away from Siegel as well off his skate. And now Colorado trying to draw up an attack here. Send it around the boards. Toronto over there. Looking for a recipient of a pass. And it will be cleared away by Metro State. Siegel has to make a save there and leaves it for Street. Arthur Street. Puck loose in the slot, picked up there by Colorado. Alexiev looking up. For Toronto, he taps it to prevent icing. Siegel looking for Tomlin. There's Fleck knocked into the boards by Street. Tafoya trying to work around Saniki. Dumped in by Colorado. Saniki over there for the Buffs. Here's Alexiev twisting, sending it down for Armando Fowler. Now here's Tomlin to dump it in. Siegel will make a save there. Alexiev, little touch pass. Goki through his legs. Gets it to Saniki. Saniki shoots one off the post. Off the outside of the post. And man, that would have been a really nice goal from the setup from Goki. That would have been Goki's first point of the season. The only forward who does not have a point this season for Colorado.
Yeah, Romanow knew his points though. It's like in goal. It's like a goalie in soccer. You know where your posts are, and he knew exactly how far he had to come out to either he'd save it or the post would save it. So Romanow knows his points.
Tate Doris muscling Clift off the puck. Doris behind the net for Knapp. Trying to get that towards a friendly white jersey. Metro State would be offsides if they touched it as that exited the zone just for a moment. Corey DePonio behind the net for Knapp this time around. Leaves it. Sadiq now. Worked off the puck by Calderola. Here's Bredesen. Ahead for Clift. And Knapp makes a play to clear it out. Back into the neutral zone it goes. Knapp. Off the boards looking for DePonio over there. Pitones over there for Colorado. Cleared away by Metro State. Knapp trying to draw up some offensive possession time for the Buffaloes. Taken away by DePonio. Still loose behind the Metro State net. Bredesen comes away with it. 6 minutes gone in this third period. Colorado still has yet to find the back of the net. Bredesen missed the net high. Hit the glass. Sadiq. Little turnaround. Trying to get that pass there. And a nice little stick play by Clift to dump it in.
Batted that run right out of the air.
Bredesen off the boards. Brandhorst just leaves it for Sam Miller. Miller, a nice move around Pitones. Flirts with the blue line and is offsides.
I was gonna say that got really close. I think that one stayed onside. Looks like a couple players on both sides knew that one, but as we pointed out, MSU has really been the benefactor of these offensive zone draws.
Metro State wins another faceoff. Koskelainen looking for Yaramio. Alexiev has to get it away from him as he gets it back. Levkis trying that saucer pass over for Krasauskas. Alexiev will send it into the Metro State side. Miller trying to clear, cannot. Krasauskas able to keep it in the Metro State side. Levkis picks up the puck. Maybe an offensive opportunity for Colorado here. That's tipped off the stick of Smithberger. Can't clear though. Smithberger, a nice pivot move. Connor Smithberger is gloved by Romanow. Another save made by Romanow, this time on Arthur Street. This time he does hold it with his glove. And 12:43 to go in the game. Colorado still down 4. They're now going to need to score about a goal every 3-ish minutes.
Yeah, predictability is really what's been killing Colorado's momentum so far. This goalie knows when saves are coming. He knows when to stretch that glove out, and he's getting it right all the time. You know, MSU, they can score whenever, wherever, but Colorado, you kind of know when that shot is coming, even if it's a quick snapshot like we've seen from Toronto.
Face-off controlled by the Roadrunners. Stevenson going behind his own net, trying to set up a play. He loses control of the puck. Levkis trips, and now the puck's stuck in the boards. Pops free for Alexiev, goes off the skate of Smithberger. Alexiev shoots high over the net. Street down for Krasauskis. Marius Krasauskis over to Alexiev. Down low for Levkis over there. Street trying to keep possession for Colorado. Smithberger tripped up. And now Metro State trying to clear it out. This time they will. Gonna let this one go all the way down. Just preventing icing. Street. The lob pass over for Smithberger. Couldn't get it cleanly. So it'll prevent a dangerous scoring opportunity. Here's Hall. Leaves it for Flay. Flay trying that pass over for Gamble. Hall. No one's there for Metro State. It exits the zone. Here's Bredesen. Front move up, off the boards. Gets it to Siegel. Glove saved by the other Siegel, Abby Siegel. And cleared away by Colorado. Shots stopped by Romanow, just a little high over the net. Doris can't prevent an opportunity. Here comes Fleck. He's worked off the puck. Fleck able to be picked up now by Siegel. Siegel looking for Fleck in there. And no shot able to be mustered out there. Puck exits the zone. Miller will just regroup. Lead pass off the stick of Siegel. They'll go down behind the Colorado net. About halfway point of this third period, no goals. Toronto looking ahead over there for McLeod. So here is McLeod. Across the blue line, the captain shoots one. And another one. Siegel makes the save that second time. 30th shot of the game for Metro State. Here's McLeod from behind the net. Up top, Koskelainen. That one goes behind the net as it gets deflected away. Metro State trying to draw up another opportunity. Koskelainen over to Miller. Miller halts, pivots, waits, now passes to Calderola, shoots one. Glove save by Abby Siegel.
That had to have been, 5-6 minutes, I think, of sustained play time. So
seemed like a while. There have not been very many whistles here in this third period. It's gone by like a blur, and now Colorado is in a bit of a desperation mode here.
I have not seen I've not said a word in quite a while, and that just speaks for how this flow has been the latter half of this game.
Miller shoots one off the stick of Sinicki and out of play.
Well, what I was going to say about 5 minutes ago, we started to see that from Colorado, the synergy, the oldest play style. Go back to 60s hockey, when you had Rocket Richard and Tim Horton. Get shots from the point, how you wingers like to get, how your defensemen like to get, and just get bodies in front so that you cover the goalie's eyes. We started to see that from Colorado, and they've gotten some good chances past couple minutes because of that.
Miller down for Clift, backs up, and he's taken down. Very clean game here. Metro State took 2 penalties in the first period. Colorado took a penalty in the second period. No power play goals. Sinicki, this little touch play, too far for Josh Goki. Sent all the way down, it's going to be icing.
Now we've had 3 stoppages in the span of 30 seconds. But, we've kind of been deliberating on it, MSU is really good off these draws, even defensive draws, but You know, Colorado trying to get those line changes. It hasn't been too many bumps when they've had sustained playtime.
Fowler throws it towards the net, and the save is made by Siegel. Another quick stoppage. So the old announcer jinx may have just come up there where it felt like the period had flown by, and now we've just had a ton of stoppages in the last 45 seconds.
Yeah, and good on Colorado for just, you know, keeping those, preventing really good looks out of these offensive zone draws. Definitely a weaker side of them earlier in this game.
Brandhorst back to Yaramillo. Cross goes off of Tafoya's stick, dumped back in by Metro State and cleared by the Buffaloes. Fowler touched it, so it'll prevent icing. Pressured by DePonio, able to force a loose puck, still loose, but Metro State with the puck control that they have, able to keep control. Now here comes Brandhorst, stopped by Siegel, rebound is kept out. Here's Tafoya now. Tafoya cross, and that's cleared away by Colorado.
Almost an own goal, actually. Reminds me of an actual own goal that happened in soccer a couple months ago. That looks like it almost bounced off of a Colorado stick into the net, but fortunately it just went just wide of Siegel, and you know, you can tell that he played last night. You know, just a little bit slower to get to the get to the other side of the post, but if you know how much, you know, being a goalie a whole game takes out of you, you wouldn't want to be doing it the next day.
Metro State controls off the faceoff again. Bredesen, a spinorama move. Now shoots one. Goes high over Siegel and into the netting. So another stoppage here. This period slowed down real quick.
Yeah, and a lot of that coming off of shots that get deflected. So Siegel has to keep going into the butterfly, and you know, these it's not too much on the defenseman, but more on the wingers just to get this one going.
Colorado just desperately trying to get it cleared. They will, but it's picked off by Bredesen. Bredesen trying to leave it for Seeley.
Penalty coming up.
And so they'll whistle it to get the penalty call. Looks like it's going to be against Colorado here.
Yeah, blindside interference call. Maybe double minor, but sure, at the very least, that's going to be 2 minutes coming up for Colorado. And a blindside hit like that, it's, you know, there's very few times refs aren't going to call it. Now the stat I want to know is, when is the last time that the puck has touched Colorado's offensive zone? Just because it seems like all these stoppages in play since the past, I think it was the 10-minute mark that we last had that stretch. You know, it feels like it's always been in the offensive zone for MSU.
So the Roadrunners to the power play. This one cleared away by Knapp. Romanow will play it and hold. Toronto trying to draw a turnover, which he will. And they get a short-handed opportunity. Dranch can't keep it in the offensive zone. And now gets taken down to the ice by Bredesen. Here's Seeley dropping it off. It's taken away. Bredesen able to prevent a breakaway for Saul Dranch. Now he reverses course. Bredesen shoots one, saved by Siegel. That pass in the slot, they score. They're going to score that one all day long. It's Matthew Clift, 7-2, Metro State.
Yeah, power play goal there, and you know, even despite having, you know, obviously being shorter man, but no one was there to contest behind the net, and you know, you could go wrap around, you can pass to the point, the slot. There's a lot of opportunities when you don't go past there and chase the person with the puck behind the net, and even though you're down a player, you need to find a way to challenge the puck.
And that one should really put this one on ice, with the Buffs trailing by 5 for the second time tonight.
Good pun.
Santos picks it up. Can't get there. This one's going to go too far, and it'll be cleared all the way down. Puck has been iced. It's a bit of a break for Colorado. First time they're going to have an offensive zone draw in what seems like forever.
Probably of this period. I really can't remember when this happened. And that was kind of the narrative of that power play that was going on. I want to say they scored before the minute-and-a-half mark, but it just seemed like they were always sustaining pressure. And minus the clear that they had, very few in the terms of shorthanded opportunities.
It exits the Colorado zone. Metro State trying to capitalize. Here's Koskelainen. Pass up to Brandhorst. Jackson Brandhorst back to Ethan Koskelainen. Miller off his stick and out of the zone. Miller, the leading point scorer in the BMHC. Here's a pass and a save made by Siegel on the 2-on-1.
Net crash, but the play is still going.
Levkis trying to work around Koskelainen, and he does. Levkis, pass. Smithberger can't get there. His backhander shot is stopped by Romanow. Can't get the clean handle on it, and takes a little too long to take a shot.
Yeah, you can tell Colorado's trying to keep that score low, but at this point, why? You know, what's the difference between 7-2 and 8-2? The narrative's not going to change too much, but you know, you have the ability to start, you know, playing a little bit more forward line in, you know, trying to get those quicker passes off. You really can't worry about breakaways when you're down by this much.
So here's Armando Miller up for Siegel. Justin Siegel trying to get that crossing pass. It's deflected away by Street and now stuck behind the Colorado net now. Taken by Alexiev. Finds Joshua Goki. He turns it over. Metro State puts one on. Goes wide of the net. Preston Tafoya takes control for Metro State. Now gloved down by Tomlin. Here's Alexiev. Jaden Tomlin over there. Trying to put that one in. Wetschneg has his leg lifted by Fleck. And now Preston Tafoya takes over for Metro State. Big hit from Sinicki, and that's going to draw a penalty all day long.
Yeah,
the frustration just gets him there.
If not interference, that was definitely Borden, and yeah, they'll get him for 2 minutes. You know, they called him for something, and you know, you need to be more aware of that. Even when you're down by this much, coach is not going to like that. And,
it's a very emotional decision.
No, I agree. You know, it's hard not to when you're down 7-2, but in situations like this, the coach isn't looking for goals. You know, looking for effort and composure despite the score.
Off the face-off, here's Bredesen. Now Seeley shoots one. Glove saved by Abi Siegel.
Already a look here. Not even, or just a little over 10 seconds gone in this power play, and yet obviously a really good look here for MSU from the point. So Colorado just needs to get that puck out of the zone, and they got to remember that they can clear the puck if needed.
Bredesen, that shot gets blocked, and no one really knew where it was for a second. Puck will now be cleared by Colorado. Trying to draw a turnover, maybe a short-handed opportunity here. Bredesen takes it from behind his own net, now moves across the blue line, drops it off. Calderola trying to pass that over to Clift, who has 2 goals tonight. McLeod shoots one, saved by Siegel. Still loose in the slot. And it'll be taken away by Colorado. They'll clear it out. Clift up for Calderola. There's a little pass there for McLeod. McLeod, nice move, but has to back off. McLeod just going to drop it off for Bredesen. Bredesen, nice move. Bredesen will do the same. He'll leave it for Seeley this time. Seeley. Now Bredesen back up top. Clift. Matthew Clift. Over for Soren Bredesen in the slot looking for Calderola. Puck loose. Shot stopped by Siegel. And a diving play. Still loose. Siegel finally able to cover it. No, play will still continue. It was dumped out and cleared by Colorado. Yeah. So now here's Clift. Pass over for McLeod. McLeod holds it. Moves around Wetschneg. McLeod, tough angle, trying the wraparound. Now he goes behind the net, trying to find a pass in the slot. Cleared away by Colorado. 10 seconds left on the Metro State power play. Romanow plays it. Penalty has been killed by Colorado. With just about 3 minutes to go in this one. Santos leaves it for Ahmad Sadiq. Patonis, tapped by Sadiq, and now here comes Corey DePonio. DePonio worked off by Koskelainen. DePonio still over there in the corner. Wetschneg over there trying to make a play, and taken away by Metro State. Yaramillo moves in, shoots one, save, rebound. Another stop by Siegel, 2 more for the CU starting goaltender. 2.5 to go in this one. Metro State has controlled this one throughout. This puck is iced.
Yeah, it hasn't been a stoppage since, I want to say, a minute and a half left in that penalty kill, but it's just what they needed to show that with that penalty kill, that they knew what kind of adjustment they needed to make. They were, crashing the player, not the puck, and that's just what they needed to do. They took advantage of not having, or they took advantage despite, being down a man, but they kept playing the player and not the puck, and that seemed to be working for them, and it's continuing to right now.
Batones sends it down into the Metro State side. Alexiev with 2 minutes to go. DePonio, a little touch pass, trying to get it into the zone, taken away by Seeley. He'll spin it around. Santos kicks it out. Sent in, but Seeley takes it away. Couple nice moves, trying to lead that up for Gamble. Fowler worked off the puck. Here's Patones trying to work along the boards past Fowler. He does. Patones shoots one, saved by Romanov. Puck loose behind the Metro State net. Alexiev fires one off the glass. 1.5 to go. Colorado trying to get one more goal to try and restore a little bit of confidence heading into next weekend on the road. Alexiev sends it in to Foya. Here's Luke Flay. Has it stolen away from him by Smithberger. Cleared away by Metro State. Now Krasauskis worked off by Tomlin. Jaden Tomlin trying to work his way around Alexiev. And Alexiev takes control of the puck as we enter the final minute of regulation and in this one. Justin Siegel trying to get up for Fleck. Here's Levkis around the defense, shoots one, saved by Romanow. Alexiev popped up, 30 seconds to go. Levkis holds one. Bredesen sends it out. Krasauskis with 18. Krasauskis, one final opportunity for this offense. 10 seconds to go. Flay will clear. Alexiev goes off of his stick, and that will send this one out. And the Metro State Roadrunners have come away with a win against the Colorado Buffaloes, 7-2, and they improve to 11-0 in BMHC play. They're 1 win away from going undefeated in the regular season going into the tournament.
Yeah, unfortunately, couldn't play a spoiler tonight for Colorado, but you know what? There were a lot of negatives to see from Colorado, but that's coach's job to point out. There was a couple of good things you could have taken away from Colorado, and certainly out of MSU, they showed why they're ranked number 5. And I haven't seen the other competition, but they definitely deserve to be on that level. And with the way they played tonight, they knew what strengths they had. And for Colorado, we saw a couple standout opportunities. Coveney still looked amazing, just right where he left off. We have a couple new faces, obviously, to start the semester, and they're still learning. The score could have been a lot lower without those, simple chances that they kept giving away. So I think if they round those edges and things like that, that's not to say that we could have won tonight with that, but it'll definitely keep these games tighter, and you'll start to see those wins coming if you just figure out the simple things, because they've got the complex things nailed down. They just need to know how the other team is playing. Sometimes you don't always have a scouting report on the other team, and be able to identify it and say, hey, this is what scheme is going to be working tonight. Let's go with that.
Colorado finishes the season 0-3 versus Metro State. Lost in Westminster 8-4. Lost in Boulder 5-3, and then lose tonight 7-2. It was a hard-fought game. That third period went by pretty fast. Only one goal in the third period on the power play, but obviously doesn't really mean much in the long run. And Metro State's looking forward to the BMHC tournament, which will start the week after the regular season, I believe. We'll still have to see how the last couple games for Colorado will go to see whether or not they'll be here for a playoff game or not. And not exactly sure how the playoff format's going to work this year with Northern Colorado not being in the conference. So it all depends on whether or not the BMHC decides to do 5 versus 4 and like a 3 versus 2 thing, or maybe a 1v4 and 2v3 type thing. We'll have to see what they plan to do with Northern Colorado being out of this conference for the foreseeable future. They're trying to get their club back, but we'll see how that works and how that all turns out. But as it stands right now, out of the 5 teams, Metro State's clinched the regular season title, looking for the playoff title, and if they play well down the stretch, they could even look at an auto bid to nationals, getting one of the top 2 spots in the West region.
Yeah, and they deserve it. They
They're ranked at number 6 right now, so it's in sight.
Yeah, they absolutely know what they're good at, and they know how to get at it. And you know what? If, say, Colorado knew exactly what to counter, maybe MSU doesn't look as good. Maybe they're not as flexible as we think. But why would you need to be flexible if you never had to change your scheme in the first place? Colorado, when they're heading into this, obviously the underdog. We're playing an undefeated team. You've got a lot of expectations, and you play a very different game when you know you're playing a team that's a lot better than you. And you need to know that however you practice or however you enter the game is going to be a lot different than how you end it. And unfortunately, it's even something that I see out of our women's team, but our women's team does it so well. Our women's team goes in with an expectation, favorites or not, and if it's not working, they switch it up. And that's how we've seen some comeback wins from our women's team. That's how they are where they are right now. The D2 team still has to work on that. And I think just keeping that flexibility from where they are at a standpoint, at least when they know that they're playing, definitely a superior team in terms of leverage and all that, and especially coming off a back-to-back, just knowing and playing how a underdog team should play. I think if they, understand how that comes in, play more complementary, we've got a very good team and a very promising team, especially with the new faces that we saw today.
Colorado will join Metro State next weekend in Utah. Those 2 teams will be joined by Denver, as they will all take on Utah Valley, Weber State, and Utah State over the course of 3 days.